Good evening, everyone. My name is Marcel Gibson. This is another episode of Fuse in Action, allowing men to have a platform. My guest, the CEO and owner, Real Crowley, and my other host is Milk, aka Milkman. What's good, gentlemen? What's good tonight? What's good tonight?
I don't know. What's the hot topic? What you guys want to talk about
Tonight's
tonight?
topic is we're going to talk about, do men have a space where they can, express themselves? That's the first topic of the night. Do men have a safe space where they can vent and express themselves? Like,
A safe space? What you mean?
meaning like we're not programmed or wired to express ourselves like when we're going through things, everyday living, everyday life shit. See, we're not programmed to that. Men are programmed to hold it in, tough it up, man up. See, these are things that we're not programmed to express ourselves because it's looked down upon.
Yeah.
With women. So if we're like with women, like I said before, women can say they're having a bad day, or the job is getting to me, the kids, everything is stressing me. I need some me time. I need a day. I need a trip. I need a girl's trip because life is getting at me, or the house is stressing me, and work is stressing me. See, men can't do that. Like us as men, we gotta suck it up. Like, so is there a place where if we're going through something, whether it's work or just life shit, that we can be vulnerable and open up to our, let's say, our wife or our girlfriend or even our baby mom?
Man, just go to fucking gym, man.
But
Facts.
what we're saying is, but that's
Turn
another
your phone
thing.
off. Turn your phone beat. Yeah.
When whose phone? Mine? That wasn't
Yeah.
mine.
Yes, it was yours. I looked
That
at
wasn't
it.
mine.
It's a cricket. I looked at it.
But the thing, what I'm saying to you is, we when men go through things, that's our therapy.
Right.
Go to the gym, get your mind right, get your money right.
Mm-hmm.
Try to build yourself up. But we're saying is, do we have that space, even in
Like a mental space.
The mental space.
All right,
where
mental
you can,
space.
right. Where you
So
can.
in other words, what you're saying is basically, do we have a space where we can go home and talk to our wife or our girlfriend or whoever we're dealing with? Absolutely not. I'm in agreement with Milk.
I think it's more so when you mentioned the word in the beginning, you mentioned like programmed and stuff like that. I don't think it's programmed, I think it's taught. Regardless.
I mean,
Okay, I know. I was just
right,
clarifying
we're
the word.
taught,
Yeah, we're
programmed.
taught to deal with it. And most of the time when men have situations, and specifically, let's just say in the household, you got some shit going on with the family, with your woman, your wife, or whatever. A lot of times we don't deal with this shit right then and there. Only reason why, because we kind of know where the situation can go. So we kind of analyzing the ending before we even start. Like, I know I got a chick that she just blow the fuck up. She acts stupid. Can't, get my point across because she gonna point the finger back at me. So you kind of wait till the smoke clears a little bit and you just ignore the shit. You just try to walk away from it. You leave the house. You go to your the man cave. You put yourself in the bedroom and you just trying to chill. Versus when a woman go through certain shit or she may see something going on, she try to wait for the right time to catch you,
Yeah.
to throw you the fuck off. And now you sitting there and you spaz the fuck out because you don't want to hear that shit. She caught you at that time because she know this gonna piss him off. The topic gonna piss him off.
Yeah.
And the environment gonna piss him off. So we deal with shit different because, I mean, even if you got an issue with your woman, you ain't going in that joint to just be yelling and ramming and all that type of shit. So you kind of like waiting for that right moment of calmness to deal with a situation, unless it's something, right smacked in front of you and shit like
but
that.
I agree with you. I don't think that you should trust your woman. Not with your feelings, not with your secrets, and not with your emotions.
They're gonna use that shit against you every fucking
and
chance.
I'll be honest with you. Even there's cases where you ever notice, we know people that was getting a lot of money back in the day in the streets, and we notice as soon as a guy gets indicted or the police is on him, what the feds do? The feds will go to the crib, they'll speak to your wife, they'll speak to your girlfriend, and what they'll do is they'll show your wife or your girlfriend pictures of you with other chicks. They'll let you listen to recorded conversations with you and other chicks. And then what the woman wind up doing? She winds up telling the cops where the drugs are. They wind up calling your parole officer if you have a disagreement with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that women are a safe space for men. I don't think you should ever look at a woman as a safe space for you if she ain't your mother, to be honest with you, because the way that women love, some of them, they love hard, but in return, they hate hard. And I've been in situations where, my ex asked me to trust her and how come I don't confide in her and speak to her and open up to her. And she showed me why a couple of years later when she called the police on me. And when she sent my W-2s down to the courts, and she sent some of my other paperwork to the courts trying to get child support from me. You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, I'm quite sure she really was in my corner. But you can't trust a woman with your emotions and your feelings and your secrets, because she will hold it against you and she will betray you. No disrespect to women, I get it. But anytime you leave your kids in a bad space when you're not happy, what the hell you care about a man? Anytime you put yourself at risk, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw on Instagram one time, a woman was arguing with her husband and she forgot she was on safari and she jumped out the car and got eaten by a lion or some shit.
Yeah, I think I saw that shit too.
Yeah,
I think I saw that
So
shit.
her emotions was driving her to get out of a goddamn car where it's nothing but wild animals, because
Right.
her focus was her emotions. So you can't trust a person or human beings who their God and their guide is their feelings. I'm gonna say that again.
So who
Their
can we-
God
so
and
let me
their
ask you
guide
something. So who
is
can
their
we
feelings.
trust? Who can men trust? What,
I mean, at some point you have to. At
who,
some,
who can we trust? Because
As-
we
go ahead,
go
I'm sorry.
through things.
Yeah.
Like we go through things. Men go through trials and tribulations. We got shit that weigh on us.
Okay.
See, I mean, you can't hold all that shit in. So if your wife is not your safe space, then who do we go to?
See, you got your wife as your safe space, but it's still a line that you don't cross to give her that advantage. Like, because you don't spill everything to them for the simple fact that they're going to use that shit against you. You've seen that junk. You've seen
Yeah.
it. And if you haven't seen it right now, that's because you never even put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
But the
don't
thing,
have-
so the safe space thing is that I would talk to you before, for certain shit, before I even go to my folks to figure out how to deal with that shit. Because I
Facts.
already know who I am. And I don't want to go through that shit. And then sometimes, you got to get to a point where it's like, yo, bro, check this shit out.
Right. Right.
How do you do? Whether the person is older than you, whether he's a family member,
Yeah.
or whatever. He may just be the smartest dude in y'all little circle or some shit. You know what I mean? The more wiser person. So there is somebody that you have that opportunity to talk to. But a lot of times, you know what I mean? You can joke and laugh, but certain stuff you don't talk to your folks. And the women do the same shit. But best believe, once they find some shit out about you that's some negative shit, they're going to search around. They're going to talk to motherfuckers. They're going to get her advice, and throw all that shit at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They doing the same shit that you thinking that you can't do, or it makes you weak or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's no disrespect to women, but you, like I said before, you can't trust a woman with your feelings or your secrets, because a woman will basically, she'll take your secrets, and what she'll do is, at your most vulnerable point in life, that's when she'll smack you in the face with that joint. All because you hurt her feelings. And a lot of times we say when a man hurts a woman's feelings that we actually did something. No, hurting a woman's feelings a lot of time is not agreeing with her.
Yeah.
It's not seeing something
Yeah.
from her perspective or her angle.
Yeah. Let
So
you
that's nothing
agree.
to
Let
do
you
with
agree this is some shit from another woman, just on some general shit. She think that you totally against her, like you betrayed her.
I'll give you a prime example, and this is
Because they don't respect your opinion.
At
Not
all.
to cut you off, but they just don't respect your opinion because they want everything to be understood by them and you accept it. But the
Exactly.
minute, like you was probably about to say, the minute you go and present some type of idea to them, they got to dissect and rip it apart and all the above. And then you, half the time, you sitting there like, damn, what
They
the fuck
already
did I
have
say?
the answers.
Right. You like, what the
They'll
fuck did I
ask
say?
you. They'll ask you, and if it don't line up to
What she
where they're
thinking.
trying to go with it, what she's thinking, they already have the answers.
Yeah.
They already have the answers.
And the reason for Fuse is, like I said, it's to give not only men a platform, but everyone a platform. But mainly nowadays, I think our perspective needs to be heard. And a lot of times, like when we come on these shows, we're really talking from our own experiences. Like my experience, like what Milk was saying was, I got a restraining order put against me again, like I said before, and I got the cops called on me because I disagreed with my ex's position when it came to domestic violence with her and another guy. So I got the police footage. This is interesting too. She told the cops the reason why she hit me, she said, I didn't hit her. She says the reason why she hit me and called the cops on me because I agreed with another man hitting her before she even met me. So the cops looking, scratching his head like, what? So basically what happened was I said, you got a bad temper, you got a bad attitude. What you need to dig your attitude. I said, that's why you got into that fight with that guy before and wind up knocking on your old boss's door for help. She says, well, you don't know what happened. He hit me. I said, well, all due respect, I wasn't there, but I know your attitude, so I can't say that you didn't hit him first. And as soon as I said that, she threw something and hit me in the face with it. That's when I jumped up and said, if you hit me again, we're gonna have an effing problem. And that's when she got on the phone and put on her white voice, help me. And I heard the 911 officer say, ma'am, are you okay? She said, no. And they said, ma'am, any firearms in the house? She said, yes, he has guns. All of this came about, and I can prove it. I got it for police footage because I didn't agree with her. So, no, never share your secrets with these women.
Yeah, it
Never.
goes right back to what you said. They're working off emotions, man.
Never.
Working off emotions.
And the interesting part about it, too, is what she said was very interesting. And what was very interesting was that I got the police footage. She says, oh, I messed up now. Things will never be the same. I know it won't be. This is what she's saying in front of the cops in terms of me and her relationship. But not 1 minute did she say, you know what? Don't take him out of this house. Don't arrest him, right? I just called because I was upset. And not one time did she ever apologize to me because I hurt her feelings by saying, I don't know if that man hit you in retaliation to you hitting him first, because I know you.
And you know what probably hurt her feelings more is that you had the actual truth.
Yeah.
And she embarrassed behind that shit.
So she gonna stick to her lie.
Right, she gonna stick to it.
Yep.
Even though you presenting it right there. So, I mean.
Yeah. So I'm the one that wind up getting escorted out of the home in the snow and handcuffed with my socks on in a nice suburban area where there's no other black people. So it just straight humiliated me. So as to what Marcel was saying, do I think there's a safe space for men? No.
In a relationship, no.
No. I think it's amongst one another.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's amongst men because I don't care if you black, white, candy stripe, man. Men, we all deal with the same shit.
So you don't think that men need therapy?
I come from a social services background. To be honest with you, I think it has less than a 1% success rate.
Right. I don't agree. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't, because the guy who you talking to or the person that you're talking to about your problem probably got more problems than you. And he or she's coming from some type of book that was written by a person who didn't suffer the same stuff that we suffer coming from. Because most social anthropologists, not social anthropologists, but most psychiatrists and all these other people, they didn't come from the ghetto. Right. These are upper middle class European males. You know, like who like Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud ain't from North Philly.
Right.
You think what I'm saying?
See, men, we're taught to work it out. We got to figure it out. Men got to figure it out. Yeah. No matter what it is, we got to figure it out. Whether it's trying to get a job or how to provide and take care of your family. You know, everyday life skills, navigating through the world.
Yeah, and
we got to figure it out.
Yeah, and when you say figure it out, that shit becomes blindly too. Not meaning like just go and do it. I don't care how you find a job. I don't care what you do. You know, you better go get it. Yeah. There's no structure to that job.
Right. Yeah.
Can't nobody sit and tell me that hasn't come from my background or don't understand my story. Well, these are the things you have to do. No, because in the real world, at home ain't trying to hear that. My wife ain't trying to hear that. My kids ain't trying to hear that. You know, people aren't trying. Your friends, for real, a lot of friends aren't trying to hear that. So you have to figure it out. That's what I'm saying. Right. So we're taught to figure it out. No excuses. There's no one going to help you. We're wired to figure things out. And even in the home, we're wired to lead, protect, provide, to create a safe space for our family. That's it. So that's how we're programmed, to figure things out. That's the way it is. And no excuses are allowed. No. Failure, we're not trying to hear that. No. Women are not trying to hear that.
I mean, we don't want to fail our damn selves. Yeah. So even with the pressure behind that, John, it makes it even far more worse for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like you said, there ain't no damn help. And then the help that they claim that they got, that John is just boss.
Let me say this, ladies, all due respect, right? We really don't need you to heal, but don't make this shit worse.
Right.
Don't make this shit worse.
Right.
All right? Don't make this shit worse by, even like if I have a bad day coming in the house, right? I may not want to be bothered, right? But I don't need you to tell me I don't never want to be bothered, because that's not the case. Right. Oh, you don't never want to be bothered. So you mean these last 10 years, over 3,000 almost 4,000 days of us being together. Not one time did I ever want to be bothered with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, the kids want you to sit downstairs and watch television. No, they don't. The kids is 1 and 2 years old. That's you with your bullshit.
Right.
So as a man, I've been in situations where, man, I finally got in a decent neighborhood and I'm sitting in the driveway because I don't want to go in the house.
Bro, I think we all had them type of nights, man.
Yo, I really want to. I sit in front of the crib, and then
Why? So, because you don't want to go in the house because of what?
Because of that woman in there.
So all men, and I think we all can agree that it's been many nights that we will pull outside the house, and sit in the car for about 15 minutes.
Shit, about fucking
every
30
night,
minutes.
Men can relate. Men, we already know. How many nights have you pulled up on the side of the house from work and sat in that car for about 15, 20 minutes?
And as soon as you come in the house, her hair fucked up. She looked like Lionel from the Thundercats talking shit.
Many nights.
Said the Thundercats.
I mean, men, how many nights have you done that? Pulled up and sat outside the house.
Yeah, plenty of nights,
to get your mind right before you go in the house and do
plenty of nights.
But let me ask you something. Let me switch it. So as far as, let's just say, like raising a child, your son, right? What age do you think that a mother should let her son go with his father?
At what age?
What
you
age?
talking about if y'all was separated?
If y'all together. Or if y'all together, separated, either way.
All right.
What age do you think that it's time for that kid to be around his dad so his dad can teach him how to and prepare him to being a man and going on with life?
Well, I gotta. Let me. This ain't based upon no proof, no evidences, no religion, no statistics, no nothing. But I'm thinking around maybe 6, between 5 and 6 years old. That's what I'm thinking.
And
I had 5.
I was gonna say around that, John, too. I was gonna say 4 or 5. Once he get that happening, recognizable feeling of his dad just, waking up and seeing his dad.
Yeah.
And, wanting to be around him.
And knowing he's a boy.
Yeah, around that time, you giving out a lot of high fives and hugs and, you the man in the house, I'm gonna leave out, you encourage him to be like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like to stand up, even at a little wobble age type vibe.
Yeah.
So personally, I wouldn't even really say like the age.
Well, 5.
But
I think 5.
but
I think
it's just
5.
getting the understanding of the child because you're gonna know them because some of these kids is wild like a motherfucker.
Their kids are impressionable. And if you have your son at 5 and he's around his dad, and if you live together, that's
even better. That's even better, yeah.
Now he can see his dad fixing things or fixing the car or taking out the trash or doing the things that men's supposed to do in the house.
Yeah, he can get that.
Do in a relationship. A father passes down. Listen, this is how you won't have to go through life dealing with men. I have to teach you how to deal with men. So and to deal with other men and this is what you need to prepare for going through life. And you're gonna see it, and I'm gonna groom you. So I'm teaching you how to lead a household. I'm teaching you how to provide and protect. See, these are the things that starts when you got a 2-parent household. Now, even if you don't have a 2-parent household, most mothers, when the father's not home, the mother will keep the son. And this is her payback by not allowing that boy to be around his dad.
That joint to be delayed and stretched out.
You should stress him being around his dad at 5. And teaching, your dad should be teaching you, even when I'm not there, this is how you run your household. You the man of that house eventually. And this is the structure that I'm going to teach you, whether I'm there or not, should be applied when you're not there. That's why the mother should push her son to be with his father, at the age of 5 and moving forward. But that's the problem. Women are emotional. Women are not, they're caring, they're emotional. They lead with feelings. So when they raise a boy, that's all he knows. There's no male structure. There's no teaching him how to be a man. There's no teaching him this is what it takes to lead. This is what it takes to provide and protect.
And survive.
And to take care of a household. And you're going to have to survive because we're not going to be here with you forever. So that's crucial. But women don't understand that part. You need to push that boy.
Yeah, because his success and his survival in this world is not really important. Even though a woman will say, I die for my kids. You probably will die for your kids, but you won't control your emotions for them. Right. I can guarantee that.
Right. From a woman's perspective, replying rather, I definitely allowed my son to live with his father at 4 years old.
Great.
She allowed him to live with.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Allowed my
See,
son.
right.
I don't know what you mean by the word
You
allow.
can well,
Well,
yeah.
because
Unless
they
she
know
just
that.
meant it, just
See,
I
no,
allowed
what
my
you,
son.
no, yeah,
I
you don't
allowed my son.
allow.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't know what she meant by the
Yeah,
word
no.
allowed.
Well, that's
Well,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
I
encourage.
That's a statement of a person that knows.
My
No
son
disrespect.
to be with his dad.
No disrespect. But that comes from again how we spoke about before the podcast came on. How some of our women know that they got the white man in the court system behind them. You dig what I'm saying? So I allow that.
See, the thing with women,
they know they got that little backup.
This is not to knock her, not to
Because I do respect what she did.
Women automatically say, "My son."
Yes,
That's my child.
yes.
That's I let my son go be with his dad. No, you don't let that's his son. That's his son.
Yeah.
So he has the right to be involved in your son's life. So not saying that, you're wrong.
Yep.
You're
We
not
ain't saying
wrong,
that. Yeah.
It's
but
like the
this
choice
is
of
just
words.
the common
Right.
thing that women say. And they got to get out of that. They got to get out of that.
Oh,
But I agree with her. 4 and letting your son be with his dad at 4. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I got a good question here. I don't know if it's a good question, but
Somebody said 10. 5.
No.
5.
Damn.
Now 10 is too late.
While they're still waiting and listening, explain yourself why you mentioned the age 10 versus 5.
No.
What's the
Break
difference?
it down for me, Chris.
Yeah,
Break
right-
it down for me why you say
No.
10 instead of 5. Let me get back to you.
Because when that kid gets 10 or 12 years old, everything that you taught him in the beginning is etched in concrete.
But the most
It's in concrete.
and not only that,
You
not to cut you, but you missed 5 years, right? So now he's 10. And the most crucial years
Yeah, man.
that you got to instill in your son is from the time he's 13 to that 17.
Yeah, because anything after that is written in
anything
sand.
after that,
Written in sand.
It's
they're
done.
gone.
It's a
It's
done
written in
deal.
sand. Yeah.
So whatever you instilled in your son from the time he was 5 to the time he was 17, he got to take that out in the world.
Yeah.
So,
And I got another question. Now let's reverse this when it comes to girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it may be a little controversial question, but I don't care. Men that view this podcast and men that listen to this podcast, how scary is it for you to have a daughter by a woman that is very promiscuous and she don't let you raise her? Could that be scary?
Damn.
Your baby mother's a whore, right? And she got your daughter, and your daughter's beautiful as a baby. How's that work?
Shit, let's just use it as
Let's
just
say
having the daughter without the beautiful part.
The mother
but
dates multiple men, right?
She promiscuous, man.
man, he mentioned the word whore. Fuck
Yeah,
that
he
shit.
probably-
Wait.
No,
Let me say this. Let me say this.
making
Let
that
me
joint
say
known.
this. Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
When you start putting this stuff out, right?
Good.
You got to be mindful of certain words and shit that you use.
But that's the word that he wanted to use. That's the definition that he wanted to use.
It's a masculine
We
word.
could cut it, but when it's not that. But once you start going on to Facebook, YouTube, you gotta really be
Okay, so if the mother's
All right, I got you.
extremely,
All right, I got
okay,
you.
let's say
we can say that, but if you're trying to get it out to the masses,
okay, but the masses of the men. Let me rephrase the question. If your baby
you can do whatever you want.
your ex-wife is super promiscuous, okay?
Whatever you want.
She's a very promiscuous woman. As a man, how do we deal and cope with that fear of our daughter being just like her mother, and the mother limiting? You have limited access to your daughter. You can't really raise her.
Man, I mean, you're gonna have fear without a doubt, even no matter what level they on. But specifically, you speaking on that level, it's gonna be at an all-time high. I mean, that's just known. And the only thing that you can do is get the damn child. But if for me, personally speaking, it's hard, without having another woman on your side to help you raise your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I can take my son to the barbershop with me. I can take my son to the gym with me. I can take my son to the here and there. Now, you can do that with your daughter, but you don't want her around that type of environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how these women, they don't even want the fucking boy with the damn father, so they'll take this little joker to the goddamn hair salon, the nail salon, and around all them other goddamn women.
Yeah.
And then when the little nigga come out acting like a damn woman, now we gotta act
They
like
cool
we
with that too. They
we
cool
gotta
with that
act
too.
like we comfortable with that
They
type
cool
of
with
shit.
that. Listen. If you're homosexual, that's your business, right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I don't think women have a problem with their sons being gay. I don't think they got a problem with it. I think a lot of women encourage homosexuality just to get back at the father. And this ain't a shot against gay people. Like, I don't got, that's your business. I don't care what you do. That's your business. Let me be clear about that. But I think that sometimes women do that shit on purpose. Staring the boy
That's an evil. That's an
confuse his
evil
sexuality.
motherfucker, man.
Ain't no
That's an
question.
evil
She did
woman
that
right
on-
there.
But I just think
That's
that
if that's the
I
case.
just think that women are emotional. You know,
Yeah, we know
women
that.
are nurturing.
For
Women,
who?
listen to me. Let me cook.
Yeah.
So that's been instilled in them. So if you're raising a son, because women aren't meant to lead, women aren't here to provide and protect. They're not here to do these things. Men, that's what men are here for. Women are nurturers. They're carers. That's what they do. So when you raise your son, that's what you're instilling in him. You're not instilling in him to be a leader. You're not instilling in him to be a provider. You're not instilling in him to be a protector, to be the man of the house, because that's a man's role. That's a man's duty. See, we have duty. Men and women have duty, whether you want to accept that word or not. I have a duty to do things that I'm supposed to do for my family, and women, you have a duty to do things that you're supposed to do for your husband and your children. And women aren't meant. They're not put here to raise young boys to be men. No.
All right, to pull that John back a little bit, she mentioned that they never went to court. It was just a conversation, and she mentioned that because she was speaking directly to us.
Okay,
I guess
cool.
it wasn't like her
You're
telling
talking
you.
about as
Right.
far as the sister allowing her
Yeah.
son to go
And
with
she
the
said,
father.
and the son was always with the father. It was a mutual thing.
Tell her I said I respect her for that. I don't even know her, but I much
There's not
respect.
too many. There's not too many women that roll like that.
And then we had another brother that mentioned, he said, but to be honest, and this was speaking in reference to, I believe it was the leadership. I mean, talking about you raising the daughter and stuff like that, you having access to the daughter.
Yeah.
That you had mentioned. But I believe the brother mentioned, to be honest, bro, how many dudes nowadays know how to do what you're talking about, be leaders.
Okay.
So in other words,
right.
So in other
I
words,
see what he's saying.
yeah, he's coming at the men themselves to take that responsibility, to take that role. They don't know how to be leaders to even take that role.
But again, that goes.
But that goes back to the whole fuse aspect of what Gabe was talking about, having an outlet to have that understanding, because like how you mentioned, men don't have that role.
But no. What he's saying is, how do men take that back? But women are raising the boys. See, when women raise boys, a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. She can't.
He's saying we can't blame this only on the women. A lot of males aren't men, and they do have the qualities and characteristics, and they don't have the qualities and characteristics of being a leader.
It's because their daddy was
That's
ran
what
out
I
the
was
house.
saying.
So where? Okay.
So if
all
your daddy was
if
ran
you're
out the house,
blaming the men, who raised the men? Who raised these men that you're blaming?
There it is.
Who's raising these men
it's not
that
always-
you're blaming
and it's not
that are
always-
not? They don't know how to be men, or they don't know how to lead, or they don't know how to take care of their family. Who raised them? That's the
The
question.
person who ran their daddy out.
See, even when we were growing up, right? We didn't have our dads, right? It was our moms. Now, our mothers couldn't teach us how to be men. They didn't teach us. They just taught us how to, be able to take care of yourself, cook, clean, do the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But we come from a different era. I said, I'm almost 60. So I come from a different era. And even when we came up, everybody was married. See, they were married in our household. My mom and dad were married until they got separated. Well, I think it was almost 10 or whatever. But when I came up, you were taught in the house. We played house. I was the father, you the mom, you the kids. That was our upbringing. So they were preparing us. We were preparing ourselves to be married, to have a wife, to have kids. So I don't know that other way of a boy not growing up around his dad and not having male traits and not doing manly things.
But most importantly, even though our moms and dads, they separated, right? And I used to hang with my pop when I was a young boy because my mom used to let me go with him every summer.
They used to push us to every summer.
So when my pop kind of disappeared for a little bit because he got stuck on crack, he got hooked on crack and shit. You know, my mom, I didn't know what crack was. My mom did, but guess what? My mom did. She never ever said one bad thing about my father.
Never.
And I used to ask, well, how come he ain't call? How come he ain't call? My mom always said, he gonna call you. Don't worry about it. He just going through some stuff. He gonna call you. And she always reminded me that he loved me.
Never,
So now that I can look back on it, he did have an addiction. You know, shit, people go through shit. I forgave him as soon as I talked to him. That was my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? But my mom didn't trash him.
No. My dad had an addiction. He used to, alcohol. But my mother, again, she never trashed him. And she always pushed us.
Yeah.
Go see your dad. Until we got to that age. So I ain't going to motherfucking Connecticut for the summer no more. I'm hanging. But during them years of coming up, before I hit 14 and 15, we were there every summer with our dad.
And here's the interesting part, and this is not women bashing. So for the women that are listening, let me just say something to you. A great scholar said, if you teach a man, you teach a person. But if you teach a woman, you teach a nation. And I don't think a lot of women realize the responsibility that you have and the power that you hold when it comes to family and when it comes to these children. Because a woman can really make or break you, man. Like, we are really designed. Think about it, though. We're designed to die for you. We're designed or created to die for you. We're created to provide for you. We're created to die for the children. We're created to provide for the children, right? And we don't really need much other than, you know what, baby, I understand you trying. Because like, if you ain't really hitting the mark as a man like you want to hit, especially with Instagram putting all these all this pressure on people. But the reality of it is, but when you got that woman, man, when you come in the crib, she's like, no, babe, you got this shit, you gonna be all right, I got you, boom, 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 boom. You'll swim with the sharks for her.
Yeah, I think a lot of households doesn't have that. It's more so that they're waiting for you to come in there with 2 handfuls of fucking money, bags.
Yeah.
Like, because they expect you to be out there and come right back with that type of, mentality.
Yeah, it's a marathon.
You can't,
no sprint,
it's like
bro.
how when you mentioned earlier, it's like all the pressure, the BS, the coming and going that you deal with in the street. Mm-hmm. You want to open up your door and have peace and tranquility in that joint. Yeah. You want, like me, like I say this shit all the time. I don't give a fuck if my food is in the microwave or sitting on the stove. Mm-hmm. Just cook for me every fucking night. If I'm paying for this goddamn food, I want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm paying for that shit. I want to eat.
Yeah.
I don't have to be sitting outside every goddamn day trying to find a restaurant to eat and shit, calling you, yo, what you want to eat? What you want to eat? That shit should be something special when we go out to eat.
Yeah.
But that
should be the norm.
Yeah, that's the norm.
Yeah.
That's the norm. And women they don't clean the house. They got the kids running around all crazy and shit. You got to come in there, step over this, step over that. Why? And the minute you say, damn, why this ain't done? Or who left this here? Now they saying, why are you coming in the house complaining?
Yeah. A man just want to feel like a man just sometimes wants to feel like a man. Now, you do got them lame ass dudes talking about, you know what I mean? Right. You better have this, you better have that. But you got her food stamp card in your pocket.
Yeah. But when you got somebody responsible that's taking care of them bills, regardless of what y'all doing, splitting that shit, you got this, I got that, or however, it was already established. Yeah. He's playing his role. You have to play yours. Yeah. But like you mentioned, these women is not coming into the game understanding their role either. Yeah. Their role is coming off of whatever Instagram is telling them.
Yeah, that's why we got to go back. I really believe in gender rules, right? I believe that I can't breastfeed. I don't have that skill. God didn't give me that ability, right? But what he did give me the ability to do is, if the alarm go off at night, I go down there and put my life on the line, and I can fight off an intruder better than you could, right? So I have an old saying, you know what I mean? You cook the hamburger, I'm going to deal with the burgers. You dig what I'm saying? But these roles...
How the hell do you make that up?
I don't know, I'm just looking at you.
It's you deal with the burglars. You deal with the burglars.
I don't need you to translate English.
That's what it is.
We talking about beef and the Huskies nigga want to go there and chime in. And why you making muscles during this whole podcast? Why you sitting with your chest?
This is how I do, man. Why are you hating? God damn, like
Yeah,
do
man.
some push-ups, man. Do some fucking push-ups.
Yo-
Tell your man do some fucking push-ups. He wouldn't be worried about
How
my
your
muscle.
pecs is
You the only
your
motherfucker
pecs
in
is
here.
resting on your
Yo,
belly button.
You that's what they supposed. That's what they here. That's what this is for the women. This ain't for none of you motherfuckers in here. My shit ain't for none of you motherfuckers in here. Don't get it the fuck twisted. When I put on a tight shirt, it ain't for none of you niggas. I don't need you to critique my shit. Leave me alone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Do more push-ups.
Ladies and gentlemen, what
Billy
you're saying
Blanks,
now
do
is
more push-ups.
What you're saying is
Let's get back. Let's get back.
He
Let's
just
get
got
back.
circumcised last week. That medicine.
I don't know.
fucking with his
How
brain.
the fuck you know I got circumcised? This motherfucker been
He
talking
got
about
the
I got
foreskin in his
circumcised.
pocket. He got the foreskin in his
How
pocket.
you know what the fuck I'm working with? Who the fuck told you that? Like, where you hear that?
Nigga got
Pull
a
the receipt
turtleneck.
up. Pull the receipt up.
He got a
I don't know
turtleneck.
nothing about that. You better talk.
got
That's for the
little
Jamaicans.
shakes on his
How the fuck you know? You know what I mean?
And he got on white drawers. He got a slingshot on.
this
Anyway, let's get back to this joint.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
running that.
All right.
You keep talking about my roster, man. You know what I mean? Fuck you keep talking about, man. You've been in Europe too fucking long. You know what I mean? How many fucking times you go to Europe and come back with them Euro jeans on talking about a circumcised? We wasn't even raised like that. Come on back the fuck home, man. I forgive you. Come on back home, man. You know what I mean? Because you losing me now. I'm starting to think. Stay the fuck from over there. You know what I mean? Check that motherfucker passport.
We're in Europe. We're
fuck
pushing
you in at?
That shit
like
burgundy now.
Yeah, it's burgundy now. Burgundy, yellow, blue, green,
Don't do that.
LBGTT, whatever the fuck that shit is. Fuck you got going on.
No,
And
you
look at
doing
these
a lot of
faggoty
cosigning.
ass we gonna stop. Let me stop, man. Cause you motherfuckers had me thinking like, what's going on with the colors? Right? Ain't no green, black, and red and yellow. You know what I mean? Black is for the people. Yellow's for the gold they stole. Green is for the land. And red should be for the blood they shed. What's wrong with him, man?
That's what I'm talking about. Cook.
Come on, man.
That's right.
But
That's
what,
right.
but we got in this
Don't
joint.
touch his chest.
Look at what we got. Look at what we got.
You let that boy
Are
touch
we-
your nipple. You
are
ain't
we-
doing
Don't
shit.
matter.
Are
You
we- yo,
the
are
only
we-
nigga I know
yo,
play with
are-
his nipples when he got a chick hitting him from the back. He got his nipples. I bet you got your shit pierced.
Yo, that nigga's crazy.
All right, let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back.
All right, we digress.
But listen, taking it back. It's fun and joke. But yeah, we are born to see. Even when you talk to women, you know, you never would hear a woman say, "I'm gonna die for you. When I leave this earth, I'm gonna make sure you got everything. I'm gonna take care of you,
no.
the kids." No.
You ain't never heard no shit like that.
And you never will.
Get the fuck outta
But
here.
that goes to show you that if a man
Them
loves you,
motherfuckers
right?
ain't putting
But
your
hold
name on the will.
Hold on.
They
But if a-
asking you what you putting on
but
the
if-
will for them.
but
Yo, my ex used to ask me about my will all the time. I'm like, bitch, you said but die
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
Like,
Right. They never
she
even
had me
say
dead
shit about
already.
what they putting
Yeah.
on their will for
Yeah,
you.
she talking about how much money you got for us just in case something happened to you. I was like, well, you Asian, you can't drive. Suppose you crash.
Yeah.
Like she had me dead
they-
already.
That's crazy as
Yeah,
shit.
but they don't.
Yo,
they don't.
that was crazy.
They're not wired like that to say, well, if anything happens to me,
And let's be
because
clear, not all women. When we say women, we just talk. We believe
all
majority.
women not gonna sit there. Get me one that'll say, "I'll die for you.
Yeah.
I'll take this
Yeah,
bullet for
I
you,
agree with that
so
one.
you can live and you and the kids can be straight." I mean, that's just the way it is.
So you think we should wife her like a lesbian that got more
I
male
didn't
traits?
say that. I didn't
Fuck
say
no.
that. No,
No, you're just saying like that's not women.
That's
period.
not
That's not
in
their
their
speech.
nature.
Yeah, that's not their
That's not
speech.
in their
Wife a stud?
They're
Yeah.
not. That's not in their. Let me tell you something. Women don't go to war. If we were just women here, men can come in and take everything from them. Men are born to go to war. We are born to protect. We will die so you can live. That's just it. And especially if a man love you, if
Yeah.
a man really, really, really love you,
Yeah.
and
Ain't
really
shit- yeah.
about you,
Yeah,
and
ain't
about
shit gonna happen to
Ain't
you.
nothing gonna happen to you.
And if it does
If
happen to you, it's
conversation
because
come-
of his failure
He
of
would-
trying.
He would
Yeah.
say,
Because of his
"I'ma
failure of
die
trying."
trying."
Right.
Women don't say, "I died trying." Nah, motherfucker, you better say you gonna die trying, or
Yeah.
she gonna look at you like, "Nigga,
Right.
you better get it right."
She gonna feel like she lost.
Right.
She already lost, and the
See,
shit ain't
women
even
want-
Yeah,
started.
because they want to feel. I mean,
They want to feel
wanna feel
protected.
secure.
They're safe. Yeah,
Women want to
wanna
feel
safe.
protected.
Yeah,
Women want to feel protected. They want to feel like you providing. They want you to leave until you tell them something. Women want a man to leave until you tell them
To the bare
do
minimum,
something.
every woman like I can't. They'll hint that shit around. I can't wait till I can stop working. And you sitting there like, hold on, what the fuck is you trying to say? Like they want to stop working
but-
and give
so-
that shit all to you.
but let's-
That's just the
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah, yeah.
of it.
That's my
Clear
ex.
this up,
My ex
though.
did. She
Let's
said she
clear
left
this
her
up.
job for me. She worked at a pizzeria.
Men,
She act like she left. She act like she worked for motherfucking BlackRock. She like,
but men today, the economy
I
is
swear
set up
to God, I'm not lying.
where men can't take care of the whole household.
Fuck no. Fuck
It's
no.
not. It's
Financially, hell no.
Like honestly, because the majority, most men make 55,000 average.
That's it.
That's
For real,
no, that's
yeah.
that's about average.
That's it,
55,000. And there's no way that you can take care. No, you have to. And then women fought for equal rights. That feminist movement, y'all fought for equal rights. Y'all wanted to be treated fair. Y'all wanted to be treated equal.
But they still on
then
some
when it's come
bullshit.
time to
They
let's
still
say, well,
on
let's
some
go with
bullshit.
But you know the women's liberation movement was started by upper middle class white women, right?
And they went and got the black women to join in.
This is how they systematically destroy the black household. They did that because white women were fighting for that whole
rights.
thing, equal
Right.
rights and
Equal
stuff like
rights.
that.
Equal
And
rights.
remember, black people, we didn't really have those problems come out of slavery because it made
Right.
us tighter. It made us closer.
Right.
We had a real cohesive unit. And that's one thing that, no disrespect to white people, but, I'm going to say it anyway. White people don't really like black people. They even got laws against us gathering. They call it loitering. You know why? Because white people always want to know what we're talking about, what's going on in our households. This is why when they come up with Section 8, you can't have the man in there. Oh, the kid, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know this thing, everything requires the black man not being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Why?
They gotta keep them absent. Because that's the way they can control
Why?
them.
And it's up to our sisters, and I implore you, my black sisters, I implore you, I beg you, just really look at how the white man infiltrated your mind and how you look at us and how you deal with us, right? Because the worst thing that could ever happen to the white man is that you really start to love us and understand us and give us our position back.
Right. But this so far gone, they won't.
But I still think there's hope.
Nah.
I think
women
there's hope.
women are they're evolving. They're educated. They're doing their own businesses. They're making money. You got women out here pulling their six figures. You know.
But you can still keep your quote unquote divine
but
femininity.
then most
doing
women that will sacrifice their chance of marriage for their careers. And then once you get your career up and going, and you're right where you want to be, you don't miss your mark because you at 35 and 40. You don't hit the wall.
So how do we
there's
get the black family back together, right? Because what we do is we point out everything that's negative about our community as far as black people. So how do we start that open dialogue? How do we start that? How do we start to position these conversations where some sisters because a lot of times women do have a drive, and it's not because black men are lazy. It's not. It's really not. But women do have drive. Like, I've been to, a couple of colleges, universities, man, you know what I'm saying? And, women are really doing their thing, right? But I think that the difference between us and women is that basically when a man come up on $1 million, he's going to put his family in a better position. A woman come up on $1 million, she's thinking about all the things she can do for her, maybe her children. And all of a sudden, the man kind of becomes inconsequential at that point. You know what I'm saying? So if we're not out earning our women, how do we, because this is what Fuse is about, right? How do we bring the black family back together? Because that women's liberation movement that was started by white women, the white family's still intact. Yeah, Bill Clinton got a blowjob in the White House joint, and Hillary got on that joint. I don't know what that girl talking about. So she kept it all together. They probably not ain't even really together, but she didn't publicly destroy her husband. She always backed him.
Well, it's the standards. Like, they have to lower the standards. Women have to lower the standards. A woman won't date a man making 50,000. If this guy right here makes 55,000 a year, he ain't making no more, no less. That's where he gonna be at for the rest of his life. Will you still marry that man and let that man leave the house? Now, white women will do it. You get a white woman, she a CEO. Her husband can be a plumber. And she'll stay with that man for 30 years.
So how do we reverse it, man? We good at identifying.
It's already been in the system. You said it. When they started.
When they started with the
section.
Because they put them in a position with an understanding that you don't need him.
You don't need him.
You don't need him. Because we can give you housing.
You better not bring him in here.
Right.
Or
Even if you get that house and you have a change of heart, You meet that joker walking to the store, or you just want to bring your baby father back into your life. You're gonna get reminded he can't be in there.
Can't be in it.
And he can't even have a fucking drawer.
Yeah, you gotta hide his sneaks and everything.
Yeah,
when
they'll
you
come in there and play the inspection game.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? So, and they got all these different little programs and outreaches and stuff like that for them. And they'd be abusing the shit out of them young.
See,
just to keep going.
Again, and I've said this before, right? A man, we'll go to Wendy's, we'll meet a chick at the drive-thru, we'll meet a waitress at Fridays, and with visual, we'll date her, and that's gonna be my wife. We already know.
I did that. I know you.
Yeah, we all do that.
A woman
that,
that's
yeah.
making money, she ain't gonna look at that dude in McDonald's. She
Hell
ain't gonna
no.
look at that motherfucker stocking the shelves in
Walmart, yeah.
or Target.
She don't see no potential in him.
When
She don't see
them
no
women make
potential.
that kind of money, they want a man on that level.
Right.
But the man on that level don't want you because he ain't worried about your money. He dating down. Women don't date down when they make money.
Right. He looking for somebody to help.
No, he'll never. Men don't date women for their money.
No.
We don't even ask you for your money.
No.
A man will never sit. A man that got it going on that's about his business. He ain't worried
Right.
about your money.
Yeah.
What he looking for is peace. Bring me peace.
Yeah.
Respect me. Be loyal and just play on my program.
Yeah, and whatever
he'll
he's gonna do. Yeah,
and
whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna take
all
care
that
of you.
shit is free, and he'll take care of you. And if you give a man all of that, not only will he take care of you, again, that man he'll put a ring on your finger. He'll give you his last name. He'll buy a home for you, and that man will die for you.
Yeah, shit.
Just
Give me your
like
life.
that. Now,
Give me your life for balloons.
if you flip the script, a woman that's making 6 figures, she gonna feel like I ain't taking care of no grown man. You gotta carry your weight. Their money is their money.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
So
Their
how
money is their money.
do we? So again, the
It's too
question is-
far right now.
I don't think it's too far.
It's not no
I think
no
it's too
one
far
conversation. It's not no
I think
example.
It's too far gone.
I don't think it's too far gone.
Well, then,
But at the same token, that shit ain't gonna happen over
okay,
the
so
fucking
then let me
night.
ask you
It
something.
definitely
I
ain't gonna
say it's
happen
too far
overnight.
gone. So just let's hypothetical. If you could say, well, if they did X, Y, and Z, it'll work. Like, what would be your solution? Right now.
Cut all that bullshit ass welfare shit.
No. Well, see, women, no. But you got, not all women are on welfare. Again, like I said.
Listen,
you
I don't
have-
know. Me personally, I don't know
I'm
the
just
fucking
saying,
statistics.
women
I don't know the statistics.
Women are,
but
they're right now, they're the most educated right now.
well, where the fuck? Where did those statistics come from?
They are.
Man, these motherfuckers ain't educated. Fuck out of here. What the fuck you talking about?
They're the most educated right now.
Who? The fucking girls that can count the numbers on the dumbbell?
They're the most in
Get
debt.
the fuck out of here.
See, it's a flip
Man,
side.
listen.
They are, Milt.
Man, yo, they just getting
They
opportunity
are.
to make
And
fucking money.
Milt, they are.
All we do, we don't even. Who the fuck do you know that's making money like that?
Them women are making money like
No,
that.
I know those women.
I don't know, like, per se, but when you do your homework, women are making money.
Okay, so but wait.
Women
Let's
are
just
making,
wait. Let's
women
just
are
go back to the
making money
question.
right now.
All right,
I
let's
don't
go
They're
back.
getting, they're focusing on their degrees. They're making.
I'm
six
saying
figures.
they putting themselves in those type of positions.
They're putting themselves in that position to do
I
what?
got that.
To do what? If
Yeah,
you
to
put
make
this-
money. Yes, I got
Alright.
that. But I'm not saying that they are making money to where it's to a point where I'm assuming that you're trying to say they're making it more than men or they outstanding over the men. I think they
They're
just
making-
glorify that shit so much to make us think like that. And then when they do put certain women in positions and stuff like that, we still have that understance of knowing like
Data
that
tells
shit
you
don't
that.
mean
Look,
nothing.
On the data, pull it up on the data.
Yeah.
Statistics.
Well,
Data tells you.
there's some
data will tell
stats
you.
that are out there that saying even though black women are leading
They are,
with
bro.
degrees and
It's-
stuff like
yeah.
that, but the amount of money that they make is pretty insignificant compared to white men with those same degrees
Right.
and accolades.
Right.
So I
They
just
are,
really
they
believe.
are.
I personally, I know that women from a sociological perspective, women do date up, men date down, right?
do.
But I think that the conversation that needs to be had with our sisters that are doing well is that you're very important to the uplifting of black people, right? You're very important to the uplifting of the black man. So how can we bridge the gap between you making more money than me and me still keeping my manhood? That's the question that we have to have.
I don't think
Ask.
you can. I don't think you can. Me personally, I don't think you can.
I mean, I think, man, I think that our sisters, and particularly black women, I think they really need to study slavery and how the black man really got into this position.
Right.
Okay, and I think that if they studied history more than social work or early childhood education, I think if our black women really knew the history of the black man and what we went through and how we're systematically put in this position, right? Even like if you got we use a drug deal, you catch a little drug case, man, you can't even get financial aid for college a lot of times. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know if they changed it, but that was a rule, I think, at one point.
Changed.
You know what I'm saying? So why are we in this position? You know what I'm saying? Why is your man? Because we're your man, and you are a woman, whether we vibe or not sometimes. But why am I in this position? Is it because I'm lazy, or is it because the system set it up that way? So I think that our sisters need to educate themselves more on who
Man,
we are
the system
and why
set
we're
it
in
up
this
that
position
way.
than
And
early
made
childhood education and phlebotomy and stuff like that.
Yeah, the system made it that way for them with their whole agenda.
And we can change that though. We can change it.
Yeah,
We can change it. See,
but the thing about, like I said, the change, you got to take that shit away. You got to remove that junk. And as long as the system is there for them to lean on them and be accepted by them and not the black man.
so I think what Milk is saying, if you remove some of those comforts from women, he's saying,
Right.
I think that a lot of women will be
think-
forced into probably cooperating with the black man,
Right.
So we can build
because
together.
all that shit
I think that's what
separates
he's
them.
saying.
Yeah, because
Are
all
we
that shit
talking
separates.
about women that are collecting from the state, or are we talking about women that are furthering their
No, we're just talking about
careers?
women generally.
It's different.
No, he just
It's a difference.
No, I'm just telling you. I know it's a
No, I
difference.
understand what you're saying,
yeah, I
Marcel,
understand
but
what
I
you're
understand what
saying.
Milk is
Okay,
saying as
so-
well.
I'm just saying in
So
general.
get unstuck, man.
I'm just saying
I
in
am
general.
unstuck. You got to make all right. But are we talking about women?
No,
in
you're
the
talking
state?
about women that's
Or
getting
we
it.
talking about women that are going to college?
We're talking
getting
about both.
degrees,
We're
and trying
talking-
to further their career.
We're talking about both of them.
Okay.
We're talking about both of them.
Then you can't. How can you?
Because you do have
you
women
can take
that
something.
listen.
Okay, you can take a woman off housing. You can take a woman off stamps. You can take that housing and say you got it for 2 months. You ain't gonna stop this woman from going to college. You ain't gonna stop this woman from furthering her education. See, you got control over certain things. All right, if the state is providing, giving you medical, giving you food stamps, giving you cash, we're gonna make sure that you go to school. We're gonna do X, Y,
It's so-
Z.
it's so
They
crazy.
can stop all that, and a large amount of women will be stuck on stupid. Where you got some women, they're not on the state. They're not using the state to help them get medical. They're not using the state for funds. They're going to college on their own.
You know what's crazy?
So
How
it's
you
a
can
difference.
pass down a Section 8 housing? Pass down Section 8 housing is
That's not
crazy.
what I'm saying.
I know.
All right,
I'm not.
all right. Well,
I'm not
you just can't
arguing.
bypass my shit.
I'm just saying, but I just wanted to shift gears.
You
But you're
can't-
passing down Section 8 housing, right? Ain't that interesting? So what a lot of sisters got to realize is that you notice it's set up where if she works, she'll get less than she did if she didn't work. You got to stop and think. That is by design.
Right.
That is by design.
That's the hinder your ass.
So we gotta be at. So how do we start bridging those gaps?
Right.
That's all I'm saying, man. Between our
Man, these
relationships.
motherfucking
To
women
me
is
personally, I just think it's too far gone. It's just too far gone because, like, again, women are like, listen, I'm doing this on my own. I don't need no man. I'm taking care of this.
Yeah, 'cause
you
they've been
have
taught
women that
that
say
shit.
I got businesses. But you got a job. You don't have a career. The job is a job. The job is not a career. You have a job. But women are taking care. That's their mindset. I don't need no man, especially if you got a sister.
And but then at the
$7,500.
same time, if you do meet a woman that's making money like that, the first thing coming, man, I don't want her. She don't need me.
That's why the majority
Because
of them are
you-
single.
right,
because
because-
men
right.
don't put up with that.
Right.
See, men don't go for the women that's making 75, 80, 100,000.
Yeah.
They don't go for
Right, especially these women today.
We go for women. In my opinion, I go for a woman that cooperates, a woman that can listen. She can follow instructions. You dig what I'm saying? And don't get on my nerves.
But
So
if you say them words right there,
Don't get them on nerves.
Taboo.
That shit is like,
but they can tell you that.
yeah,
Don't get on my nerves with that.
right.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I just think it's just too far gone. Women are just they're evolving, and their careers are just accelerating, and they're putting their careers before
Over there.
marriage
Yeah.
and have babies. Then if you don't have a baby, and you focusing on your career and you going to school, whatever, you hit 35, 40, you can't give a man a baby. You high risk.
Man, there's some
You hit a
women,
brick wall.
bro. There's some women that's having fucking babies making more money than motherfucker that working
Yeah.
because that's their job, just to get babies and get the fucking child support from the nigga.
Oh yeah, we see that with these
Oh,
athletes.
the chicks that's going after the athlete.
Yeah, all that type of shit.
Oh, that's a business.
So
Right.
it seems like we're
That's
in
their
pretty. It
business.
seems like
You
we're in
just
pretty
said, what's your
bad shape.
business? That's the same shit.
But you ain't got long. You only gonna get
No, they
about
gonna-
2 or 3.
Yeah,
and
but-
then you'll live for a little bit. But once
they-
the kids
they
get
taking-
older,
but they taking
and you
that
get
money-
older, and your body fades, then what? You
Yeah, but
buy
they
yourself.
taking that money and they flipping it. Just like the ball, not to throw the subject off, like the ball playing young ball.
Football group.
No,
dude,
the basketball.
With
No.
Anthony. The young boy had the baby and wanted to get a girl the whole child support.
Yeah,
up
yeah,
front.
yeah. This brother done got a fucking $1 million now.
No, they didn't do it.
Oh.
Because you know why they didn't do it? Because
But no, that was the first time.
he offered her.
Yeah, that was the first time. But now she got that jump.
He didn't.
We gonna-
know
I-
what
I
happened?
I heard she got it. I heard
Pull
she
it
got
up.
it. I heard she
Yeah,
got
she
it.
got
I
it.
heard she want more because she ran out of it.
But
already.
what happens is the cost of living goes up. A lawyer would say nah, because you might as well get it every year because the cost of living changes.
Yeah, but
you take
no,
that one time set. Pull it up, man.
No,
No, you're right,
no.
Marcel. You're
pull
right.
it up.
You're right.
I'm gonna give you time to pull it up. But the cost of living goes. So that's why they was like, nah, because a judge ain't gonna go for that because you'll blow through that and things happen.
right.
No, they wanted to
Yeah,
ride.
you're right
that
about
out
that,
the
yeah.
whole 18
When we had the
that
lawyer
was
on
a
the
good
show.
idea to say how much tally it up because women can go for increases. A woman could go for an increase every 3 months. That don't mean she's gonna get it, but she could go for an increase every 3 months.
Who feel like that shit ain't going to court?
They
after
do.
this?
They do.
I know.
Listen, man. That's the only place where they don't discriminate. Where black, white, and brown all get along.
Yeah.
That's the only place we all get along. It ain't no black, it ain't no white. We all got the same motherfucking story.
Child support, yeah.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, everybody see
That's
that.
the same story. That bitch got me here.
No, they said that he was supposed to. He didn't pay his child support for the girl for 18 years up. He wanted to pay 18 years up front. Right, but they said that behind closed doors is circulated and it's rumors that he paid the 1.8 million up front to his ex-partner.
They did it. I'm telling you, I followed that. And that was everybody's like,
You
"Oh, that's a
read pretty
smart
quick
move."
for a weightlifter.
Listen, that's a smart move. But then they said, nah. Because again, in life, 18 years, school, daycare, shit like that, the cost of living will go. So they was like, nah, you'd be a fool to do that. 'cause
So
you gonna
let me
blow
ask you a
through
question. No, is there any? Okay, we hear about the money all the time. Does he want to be active in his child's life?
He don't want nothing
He
to do with the kid.
he ain't want nothing to do
He
with the
said, I
child.
told you don't, she got pregnant. And he said, I don't want nothing to do with it. And she said,
No.
she's happy.
You gotta step up to the plate, homie. Ain't trying to hear that shit.
You
had-
sweet.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah,
that
you
right
ain't trying
there,
to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, once you do that, man.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion? Let me ask you this. So what's your opinion? You got the bride
Yeah.
and she, y'all together, whatever. The baby come about, and and you bam, I'm cool, I'm happy.
Mhm.
And she said, no, I want to get abortion. No, we're not doing that. Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, she come back. Yeah, I got rid of the child. There ain't shit you can do about it
No.
because that was her choice, right?
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Right.
choice.
Now, if it was the role reverse, you told her, I want you to get an abortion,
Yeah.
and she said, no, I'm keeping the child. So you ain't got nothing to say about that.
Women control women. That's what women have control.
Well, we gotta,
women control it.
we
Right, I got that.
There's-
No,
so
but,
there's
but
women control.
But still, we
whether they want to bring
we on a
life in.
podcast, but we got certain rules that govern our lives, so we gotta take care of the baby. Because you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? We
but
gotta take care
for
of
the
the baby.
for the majority.
Yeah.
Women control that. It don't matter, and that's the fucked up part because you can say, "Listen, I don't want to have a baby right now," and she'd be like, "Well, I'm keeping it."
Well, she probably want that baby
But
in
then
heaven. She didn't want that baby in heaven with the rest of the babies. Right?
Well, I don't know about all that. So I know.
Oh, I should have said that.
Well, I'm not saying.
We got people here.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
hey,
My bad, but she didn't want that baby in heaven with the rest of them. So, and plus, this baby was by a ball player. So that's what she knew what she was doing.
listen,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Listen.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have said that.
They control.
Edit that junk.
They control
No, leave it on.
whether you bring life or take life. It's their body, their choice. But you just got to be careful. Like, you really got to be careful. If you really not trying to have no kid, because we don't have, again, like I said this many times, we don't have sex to have kids. That's not my intention. I'm gonna get this joint pregnant. I might say it. You know what I'm saying? I might, that's what I'm saying before I go in. But no, that ain't it. I ain't trying to have no kids. But if a kid is born,
Yeah, you
again,
gotta step up,
as
take
a
that
man,
responsibility. Yeah.
I ain't fucking with you, but I gotta take care of the kids.
You do. Yeah, you got to deal with that.
That's your responsibility.
You got to deal
But
with that.
that's another reason, another part of the game why
He
so
shouldn't have
many
said that shit
families is
publicly.
broken
He
up
shouldn't have
now.
said that shit publicly either.
He
That
didn't
should have
care.
been known
He-
publicly.
I don't even think he got multiple kids and stuff.
He
And he
had a
moving
few.
like that. He moving like that.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
ain't-
thing.
he
Oh,
ain't-
that's not his only baby.
He
Man,
hit,
the boy
he
got
hitting everything raw.
the man got what? He ain't even got 5 years in the league yet. Do he?
He
got
about, what,
four.
4 kids. He hitting everything raw.
He got to pull up, but no pull out, huh?
But the thing about
He
but the
got-
thing
he gotta
about
pull
it's
up
like
with
all
no
these
pull out,
women
huh?
are
Yeah, he
attached
can
to
pull it
other
up.
niggas.
He got to pull up jumper, but no pull out game. Huh?
And these women are attached to other freaking athletes and jokers, man. Like that girl, she got a baby by another rapper doing the same damn thing.
Is it one of them like Bow Wow, a little baby? One of them,
Yeah, the baby boy.
the baby. One got a baby.
These-
one got a baby.
these young
Even
boys
Trayvon
is-
Diggs for the Cowboys. He got a baby by, and the boy just had a baby by one of the rappers.
And-
you just got her pregnant. Like you niggas. is
And the
trying-
broad that's running around, she got baby by multiple niggas, but her name get attached to that's future baby mom.
Yeah, it's always future.
Oh my God.
Sierra too. She can't escape.
Yeah.
You can't, you know, they don't.
Oh,
they
the
don't
Russell
respect
Wilson,
it. Russell Wilson.
yeah.
They don't get no respect. But
Yeah, he playing for the Giants
but
now.
The stepfather is a thankless job. It don't.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, it
Yeah.
But then-
That stepfather, that's a hard hustle. That's a hard hustle.
It's. I mean, again, I have stepkids and I have a relationship with them, but for the majority, nah.
Well, you got a better chance of a white man honoring his contract than you do being a successful stepdad.
Yeah, that's a raw deal. That's a raw deal. So women, if you got a baby, go back to your baby daddy. Don't do no stepdaddies.
And we just ended the show.
It don't benefit. It don't.
Any other topics you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I think we covered enough.
You think we covered enough for now? Wait, hold. Now, wait. Now, wait. This is the last session.
You talk.
What's up? What'd you say, nigga? It died? How long ago?
Like this now.
Uh,
I'll tell you the last difference.
uh,
Is there any other camera running?
I think is this Kim? Yeah, put that on everybody. Get that shit off of me. Yo, listen, I just want to give a shout out to white people who tell the truth.
Man, fuck that.
I do. I want to give a shout out to white people that tell the truth. Both of y'all.
No, both of y'all.
Yo, how come white people can't tell the truth, man? Since the camera's still rolling, like let's keep it.
Yo, did you see that?
How come white
listen.
people just always lying?
Did you
about
see?
shit,
Did
man?
you see the? Did you see the judge, the white judge, and the black boy got? He was on trial for murder, and the jury took about like an hour deliberating,
Yeah.
and
know, that
they
was a good
they sent the verdict to the judge. He read that jump, and he said, the boy name and you've been found not guilty. No, you've been found guilty on all 6 accounts. But they stopped and said, hold up, he's not guilty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't say the word not.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah, he's so used to saying guilty and shit.
Yeah. I seen
He
that.
didn't even see the word not in
I
that
seen
jump.
that. I seen that.
Under
I
the
seen
circumstances of, a homicide and shit like that. Everybody was just sitting there like, was he in this guy's same damn trial and shit?
Yo, you know what I want? You know what I wanted to say? Because I got these little weirdo things I be saying about white people, right? But you know what I watched the other night?
What's that?
The Last Samurai. Tom Cruise.
That was
Thousands of years of martial arts excellence by Japanese. And this
Yeah.
one white man is the last motherfucking samurai. Right? He the last motherfucking samurai. Like, he literally learned 1 million years worth of kung fu training in 12 minutes.
He did.
That's
Ain't
like,
that some shit?
What's,
And, whoa. And he wound up smashing and marrying the boy's wife who he killed during battle.
Yeah, I seen that.
Ain't that some shit?
what's the comedian that died?
White people
The
are
black
fucking
boy, Eddie
amazing.
Murphy. I mean, not Eddie Murphy. Richard Pryor writer.
Paul Mooney.
Yeah, Paul Mooney said that's like a movie, The Last Nigga in the Hood, starring Tom Hanks.
Yo, white people, I just want to say y'all are motherfucking amazing. Y'all amazing. Y'all can do all of that shit, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's funny, man. White people crazy, man. Indians are savages. But y'all put smallpox in their blankets. Black people are violent. But you pumping syphilis in us.
Start bringing more.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to start bringing some white people. I want some white racists. If you out there, you need to come on this show.
They're not coming.
You want some white racists?
I want some crackers on there that's racist.
Well, we can walk
Come on.
outside and grab a few of them.
You'll get one of the white women.
Just
You
go
look
hold
like
the
you can
camera
stalk a
and go
white
down to
woman.
the bar one night. Catch him coming out drunk. It's yo, what's up? What you think about black?
You know, white women nasty as shit too when they get drunk.
Don't go
They
get
pee
the
and all
men.
that.
No, we
wash
ain't
their
fucking with no
hands.
white women. We
you
fuck
get
around,
the
catch a
race
case and all that
You be
bullshit.
driving down the block like OJ and shit.
All you gave us a mic. All she remember was some black. All she remember was something black in her face.
And
That was a
why
fucking
why all white
microphone.
women sound the same in those porno
Go to
movies?
Broad Street.
You ever
You
notice
see
the
a
porno
motherfucker
movies?
down like OJ driving down Broad Street, trying to get back down to Girard.
Catching all the fucking speed light cameras and shit.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, you're amazing. Fuck yeah. Oh my God, you're killing me. Just shut the fuck up with that bullshit. The white women always, they got the same sex voice. Oh my God, yeah, you're amazing. You know what I mean? Remember you had that white bitch Marcel, the one that gave you crabs?
So we gonna lie. Like we gonna sit here and lie. Like you gonna like for real.
We got burnt
Like,
at the same
even-
time. Don't you know?
even-
We both
even
got burnt.
when I talk
we
my
got burnt
shit,
at
right?
the same time, dog.
Even when I tell my shit is the truth. So I don't have to lie to get your approval and laugh. My shit is the truth. So me and you ain't even run together like that. Me and you, yeah. I'm done. Am I done with that? Oh, I'm not done.
Yo,
No, we ain't done, man.
Man, I ain't got time for this blooper shit. I ain't got time for this dumbass shit, man. Especially if you ain't gonna keep it a bean.
Anyway,
You know what I
but
mean?
yeah,
We talking about crabs. Like, you've been talking too much of that dumbass shit lately. You need to go get the Quran, man. You need to, for real, go back to the mosque and do another shahada. 'Cause
He said another shot.
you need to go take, he gonna take another shahada, man. 'Cause you don't lost. You like Olivia. Lost and turned out. You go to fuck over there with them euros and all that. You come back talking funny and circumcised and I don't you know shit like that. You ain't never gonna see me talk about another man in here. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Your shirt too tight. You got a poosh. What the fuck is a poosh-icy? Come on with that dumbass shit, man. Come back home, man.
All right, we
Come
back,
back
we
home,
back, we
man.
back.
Come back home,
All right, so
come on back home.
So
man.
listen, wait.
Fuck all that shit you talking about. Because you've been
What's our
talking.
next
You gonna
topic
try
gonna
to
be
put.
about?
You gonna try to put the crab. Stop that bullshit, man. You
So-
fuck with them Orientals, them shrimp rolls. You fucking with them shrimp rolls. You know what I mean? And them white girls. You don't left it in them motherfucking Ricans. You fuck with them Ricans, some beans and rice. You don't fuck around, come here on one podcast, you have his eyebrows arched. You know Puerto Rican, and he gonna have a horn. He be playing, he gonna have a horn and shit. All the motherfuckers, he talking that shit. He gonna talk about crabs. Put them what you gave. They put them vexing shit on you. You know the Puerto Ricans, they put that vexing shit on you. You've been around a lot of Puerto Ricans for a lot of, for years, boy. For real, I know you translating
I'm
all that
not
shit.
arguing with a nigga who shared breast with his
It
brother.
don't matter. It don't matter.
I don't wanna share breasts
You
with
got
my
you got
woman.
Orientals. You keep coming with them Orientals and shit. You order, you pay. You know what I mean? He come in the crib. That's what she say. What you want on your wings? Salt, pepper, ketchup? That motherfucking girl be talking about you want salt, pepper, ketchup? She be standing at the counter with the motherfucking the pen and the paper. Salt, pepper, ketchup? What you want on your ring? Jabril, stop playing. What you want? Chicken wing? Shrimp fried rice? No onion, no beef, bro? Salt, pepper, ketchup? Pay now.
That's racist, dog.
Cash app. Fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I mean?
all right, we
Cash.
got-
And then he go to the crib, he go to the other crib, and you got the music playing from Samuel L. Jackson with peoples and shit. Da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum. You know what I mean? Here you go
Nobody-
buy
what the fuck is
beans
this
and
nigga be
rice,
talking
black
about?
beans and rice. You know what I mean? All you motherfuckers eat is rice. I know you tired of eating rice. He told Aunt Debbie, look, man, I'm tired of eating rice and beans. I'm tired of that shit. That's all they eat. Rice and beans.
All right, come
You
on,
know
man.
what I mean?
You making me cry,
Man,
man.
fuck out of here. You talking that dumb ass shit.
All right,
You got a
now we
whole
done.
international lineup.
Are we
Then he
done?
trying to get us to go over to York and fuck with them. Nobody fucking with them motherfuckers from you know what I mean? What them Guns N' Roses and shit. Come on over here, dog. These bitches over here.
Man. All right,
Hey,
nigga,
bitches.
turn off this weed, like nigga. This shit hot as
bitches.
shit. She got me sweating,
You
man.
talking that dumb ass shit.
All right,
And
well,
leave
that's
them
another
motherfuckers
episode of Fuse in Action.
What the?
Where everybody can get it.
That motherfucker. We got a joint talking about what the?
Yo, edit that in.
What the?
Edit that in. That'll be against my baby mama.
Karate and shit. He got a motherfucking karate and shit. Step Pop is the Chinese boy Norbit and shit. Jabril.
Crazy.
Motherfucker, Jabril. Motherfucker, you do my daughter like that? You do my daughter like that? You black motherfucker.
All right, we done, nigga. You finished cooking? You ain't finished
All right,
cooking
you better
yet?
back the fuck up off me, man.
All right,
you
you all right?
fuck alone.
All right, man. You
Fuck
ready?
with them, man. Fuck with them. I ain't the one.
All right,
Anyway, what we doing, man? We wrapping this shit up.
it's
Come on,
done. That camera's off or on still?
It's off.
Oh, that was good. You gotta edit that shit in.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, figure it out.
Fuck that shit. We done with this shit, man. Close us out.
All right.
Just need to call to action. Just
Little man.
the ending.
All right, y'all. This is another
Yeah.
episode of Fuse in Action. We had a good podcast. Your comments are welcome, whether you like it or not. We really don't care. We're trying to seek the truth, and we're giving everybody an opportunity to say their piece. Your voice is your voice, so be heard. But when you be heard, try to make some sense, all right? Because we tired of dumbass people. Make some sense, all right? Fuse out. Take care.